I'm afraid to even mention it, by the way.
All of it.
Yeah.
Would you believe, put this way,
43.
let me say it this way.
Yeah.
5 years ago, in this room, it was on a weekend, it wasn't the actual day.
Yeah,
5 years ago, in this room, we had a celebration party for our 50th.
right, I remember, I think we were out of town.
Yeah, maybe you may have been there.
Well, I wasn't there, because I think we were out of town, I had to send my regrets about not going, but, I do remember that, you know.
It's fast.
Well, Joe and I will be celebrating 30 years this next year.
Going fast and furious.
Very good.
If I had stayed married to the starter husband, I'd have been at 50 easily.
Well, let's go ahead and get us kick-started, and maybe some others will be showing up shortly, but maybe because of, I don't know, cool weather or what it is, but if you're like me, who wants to get out from under those warm blankets on a morning like this? But welcome everyone, nonetheless, to the Business Card Exchange, and if you would have noticed from the email, it goes out every Wednesday. And based on some discussions amongst us regulars, we're going to try to meet, continue to meet now here in the Activity Center every Thursday instead of the Community Center. I think this is a little bit better facility. I think, frankly, I think the acoustics in here are a little bit better as well. But keep in mind, if you show up here next Thursday, you'll be by yourself. Okay. I think everybody knows next Thursday is Thanksgiving. Julie and I have not talked about this yet, but typically around Christmas, New Year's, we take about 2 weeks off. I don't know what we're going to really do yet. Stay tuned for that announcement. We will discuss that as far as how we want to wind down for the rest of the year. And we're having some discussions. Maybe come January, we might try to find some sponsorship and have coffee, tea, or some kind of breakfast snack. It might be a good way to jumpstart the new year. We shall see. Well, as I look around, I sure don't see any new faces. So everybody is familiar with the drill. Taking 1 minute or however long you want to talk about who you are, what you're looking for. Your business is certainly fine. Let me challenge you with one thing. This will be completely optional. Okay?
There's one in the waiting room.
Consider sharing with us something that probably something about you, doesn't have to be business related. Something about you that probably nobody else knows. Think about that and see if there would be something that would stimulate some interest amongst everybody. Just food for thought. Okay, nothing else to really share. Announcement-wise, I'll turn everything over to Julie, and she'll share what else is going on, chamber-related for the rest of the year. That will probably, we usually try to include city activities as well. So, at any rate, Julie, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mark. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
First, I want to thank Jason Cole with Sweetwater's Coffee and Tea. He offered to bring us some great warm, it was a perfect morning for some warm tea. So thank you so much for doing that for us. I know your store is not open yet. We can't wait until it is. But this is a great warm-up, no pun intended there, just a little warm-up to taste some of the tea that will be available once that store opens up, hopefully in another month or two. So good morning, everyone. Thank you all for those of you who attended the luncheon. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank again, I know Donise is on the phone, but the Bridgemore at Plano and the Murphy Veterans Tribute for sponsoring that event for us. Really enjoyed their sponsorship presentations as well. If any of you are interested down the road in being a luncheon sponsor and doing that for your own business, we will be planning our luncheons for next year. So get a hold of me. I'd love to book it in advance so I already know and have next year planned. As some of you know, the chamber went to a quarterly schedule this year. Usually our luncheons were monthly, and so there were less opportunities to sponsor this year, but of course we have had some double sponsorships as you saw at this last luncheon. So if you're interested, just let me know. Again, as Marv mentioned, we did permanently move to this Murphy Activity Center space for this event. Again, if there's ever a conflict, another event happening, we'll probably move next door or somewhere else, and I would always let you know about that, post that on the website. But for now, this is our new space. So if you're going to come in person, just know that it's Murphy Activity Center right next to the full spectrum and on the other side of the school. Again, that challenge still remains. If you bring someone new to the card exchange, you'll be eligible to get a gift certificate from the chamber. So we'd love to see some new faces here. They don't have to be chamber members, but there might be community members, people who are new in town that want to be plugged in and get to know the business owners. I know I was new to the state and the community several years ago, and just being part of the chamber just really allowed me to know who to go to for what whenever I need something. So it's just a great way to get involved in your community. I want to also point out Jerome Hasita is here with CMIT Solutions of Richardson. He had his ribbon cutting, so it was a great turnout to have at the luncheon, and so congratulations for that. We're happy to have you as one of our newer members of the chamber, and Jerome's becoming very involved. I believe he's going to be one of our new ambassadors coming up in 2022. Also on the tables, I have provided a list of some of our newer chamber members that have joined over the past couple of months. So just want to shout out to all of them. Coming up on December 2nd, that's already 2 weeks from today, the City of Murphy will host their annual Christmas in the Park event. So last year they did not do it. Last year they had a drive-through celebration of lights, but this year they're doing it. I hear there are several vendors that will be there with tables and booths. There will be some food vendors, holiday performances from local schools, arts and crafts for the kids, Santa, I believe a train ride. They were out there decorating yesterday with the big trees going up. There's also going to be a parade, so I want to invite you and ask you, please, if you're available at 5:30 on December 2nd, the chamber is going to be in the parade, and I'd really like a nice showing. I've got the chamber banner. We could even do, I think in years past I've had some reindeer antlers or something we could do, or we don't have to do any of that, but I'd really love to have our membership represented for the City of Murphy. I think it'd be great to just walk through, and even if you can't stay too long, it'd just be great to have us out there and represented as an organization. So if you can come out, 5:30 is when it kicks off. I believe a few years ago they started at the fire station, but you'll be able to see it. They'll have everything organized, and you just do a short walk around the city complex, and then you're done. And that kicks off the event for the night. The chamber will have a booth with an activity. It's a great thing for kids and even just in the community to come by. There's some vendors you can buy some things for Christmas. Have some hot cocoa. I don't know if it's going to be very cold, but we'll see. So mark your calendar, December 2nd. And then I also want you to write this down, February 11th, save the date for the annual awards gala for the chamber. It will be our annual black and white gala. We will be doing a Valentine theme this year because we are February 11th. So we're not on Valentine's Day. You still have time to go out and celebrate on Valentine's Day. But you can do something before, and it can be a fun celebration. So we are going to be collecting items for our raffle. Every year we have a really nice raffle. It's fun. And it's a great way to get your business name out there. So you can be part of a basket, like a themed basket we put together, or you can do your own basket for your business. We ask that you have that prepared and get that to us. But it's a great way to showcase your business to all of the members, and it's fun because everyone loves to win something. So be thinking about that. We will be doing some calls. If you already know you want to do it, just let me know, and I'll put your name on the list, and we can contact you as we get a little closer to the event. Okay, so that wraps up my chamber updates this morning. So let's get started, and we'll go online first again. Mako, would you kick it off for us this morning?
Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Mako. My brother Art and I own and operate Bullet Graphic Center. We're a small commercial printer located in the East Plano area. It's good to see everybody. And I want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving for next week. And I guess according to Barb, we were divulge something unknown. But a few of you guys know that I am a disco music aficionado. And that's it. Good morning, everybody.
Okay, Linda.
Good morning, everyone. I feel like going like this for Matho, you know. I can help your business get noticed and become memorable. How do I do that, you ask? I sell promotional items. Anything you can put a logo on, from clothing to widgets, literally, also known as a tchotchke. You need that perfect tchotchke to get your company name out to your potential clients' hands. I can help you find it. A tchotchke is also good at this time of the year to say thank you to clients, employees, vendors for all their business and service during the year. And I can help you with that too, as far as a little gift or cards. I'm Linda with Persona Marketing. What's your persona? As far as something you might not know about me, in my first stint in college, I was in fashion merchandising. We put on a fashion show, and I had a party dress to wear, and I danced up the runway to Aretha Franklin's Respect. Thanks. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Very good.
I have heard that about Linda, and we do try to do some fun trivia at the gala. So again, if you decide to come, you might find out little nuggets like that about your fellow members in the chamber. But yeah, I love that one. Okay, Donise, I know you're driving. Do you want to wait a few minutes, or can you go ahead?
I'm still going to be on the road for a minute. So, welcome everybody. I'm excited to be a part of it. Enjoyed very much our quarterly luncheon. That was wonderful, honoring the veterans. It was a great turnout. So, thank you, Julie, and the team that was a part of that. Definitely an easy sponsorship. So, put me down for next year. I want the veterans one next year. Anyway, I'm Donise Chadlowski. I'm the community director, opening the Bridgemore at Plano, which is an active adult, 55 plus community, 31 acres on Rowlett Creek, stone's throw from Murphy, between the Dragonfly Heritage Light and the Dublin Light, just south of FM 544. Really hoping that we would have been open before the holidays, but we're not, so it's going to be okay. You know, we have a lot to be thankful for. We're all still here and taking in good breaths, and I can take a deep breath now since I don't have COVID this Thanksgiving, thank God, and it's going to be all right. As far as things that you don't know about me, I think I've told y'all that I grew up a preacher's kid in Dallas, and I was a good girl. I wasn't a crazy preacher's kid, just so you know. And then I have to get that clarification, because I did know crazy preacher kids. And then the thing that came to my mind was I actually got to be a stage manager for two years at Bass Hall for a couple of shows. So I actually got to downtown Fort Worth in Bass Hall. So that was kind of a fun experience, because my group called the Christian Performing Arts Center, and it was a huge production that we did there every year. So yeah.
Thank you, Denise. All right. Lee.
Lee Craig with the Law Offices of Lee Craig. I do wills, trust, probate, elder law, adult guardianships, and estate planning. I have over 30 years experience, and I lecture nationally to other attorneys for their legal education credits. And something you don't know about me, I paid my way through law school. I come from a family of engineers. I paid my way through law school doing electromechanical design and drafting for TI and for Airwick Industries. For Airwick, I designed the little pool ramps. It's a whole science, because you have to you have to measure it from the center of the tube, and so the curves, depends on the curves, the machine bends from the side, but you got to measure it anyway. But T offered me a scholarship, but I decided to be a lawyer instead, so.
Thank you, Lee. All right, Donna. Donna, you're still on mute.
There you go.
There.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, my name is Donna Jenkins and I represent Murphy Historical Society. And I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. And I am truly blessed to be part of this organization and the chamber. I want to say that we will be on December the 2nd in Christmas with the Park, and we will have a booth there with our Pioneer toys. If you have grandchildren or children and you want a very inexpensive toy for them that's based on history, then come see us. We also have, or will finish decorating our Christmas tree on November the 29th, so that will be available for people to go in and see, and I hope you enjoy that. We are beginning to plan our new displays and what we'll be doing for the organization this year. We're going to be working on the history of Murphy. We're going to focus on the school, because that's one thing that people remember, the school that is next door, and the old Murphy store. So we are planning on doing that and hoping we can collaborate with some of the people that are in the chamber to get the information that you know about both of those exhibits that we're planning. One thing you probably don't know about me is that I was once the Texas History Teacher of the Year.
Congratulations. All right, so now we'll start in the room here. If you want to just come on up and then just go through your table. And Jason, you want to come up first? I can.
I'm Jason Cole, Sweetwater's Coffee and Tea, and we did bring some refreshments for those who would like some nice teas, some herbal teas with ginger in them, raspberry and tea. I'll try to bring more, and yes, I'll bring some coffee eventually too, but you know, we're out for the break, so we'll figure that out. Now, where are we on our construction? We just got the key, so we can start the construction on the inside, so we're starting on that now. I think they will start putting the plumbing on Friday, so we're starting pretty good. It still will be a while for us to finish, though. Hopefully no further delays. We're already 3 months behind schedule, but hopefully no further delays, and we can get open in first quarter. Hopefully February, but they're not giving me a lot of hope on some of the conversations. But that's where we are. Now, another thing I did want to mention, Julie did post one of our little flyers inside the announcements for the Murphy Chamber. That is a part of our Hot Shots program. The first question I always get is, well, how much does it cost? This is free. We're actually just wanting to partner with our fellow business people and cohorts. We basically, the program allows us to, we ship out a little box that has some contents in it, some coffees, and as well as some other goodies with some free giveaways that allows you to get a free drink during our grand opening week. And we just ask that you give away the free drinks. It really is that simple. That's what we're looking for. It also gives you a little gold card, and all the members who sign up for our Hot Shots program, that gold card, you get free goodies throughout the year that we actually honor them for being a part of our opening and the grand opening. So we do have a sign up. There's also on the flyer some contact information. You're more than welcome to sign up with me. All are welcome for our friends here. So thank you very much on that. Now, about me. I'm an engineer by training, and I grew up in the 90s era, back when the internet was still dial-up and some of these other things. I know many of you are aware of that, but maybe you weren't my age at that time. And that made me more of a gamer, being an engineer geek. So my first avatar is probably a good discussion. In the game World of Warcraft, which is out there still, I was a short dwarf female that when you tried to go home, her pigtails would fly around in circles. So that's maybe something about me when I was younger.
Cool.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jerome Macias, CMIT Solutions of Richardson. I'm an IT support services provider. We provide IT support, managed services, monitoring management of computers and network, cybersecurity, cloud solutions for small and medium-sized businesses. What I'm interested in having conversations with small business owners this week is email protection. Right? We provide multi-layers of security for the business, and one of them is email. Right? We can provide the filtering. There are solutions that can filter your email and identify possible threats. Especially, I mean, that's one of the main point of entries into your business, and these threat actors are able to access your data. So if you or anyone's interested in learning more about that, we can help with that. Jerome Macias, CMIT Solutions of Richardson. We worry about IT, so you don't have to. And something about me, kind of boring, but I used to live in Portugal for about 4 years. Went to international school in Portugal, and we would dress up. Nowadays, right, kids, you can dress up casual, anything, t-shirts, shorts, whatever, pajamas, right? No, we wore coat, tie, blazers, everything. So I learned from an early age how to tie my tie, right? But yeah, it was. I remember those days. It was interesting. It was in a castle, and they had the old traditions. We would, during the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, we would be out there in the plaza, and we would sing, carols or things like that. It was a good cultural experience. That's it. Thank you.
Hey guys. Jean Chastain, Radical Insurance. I sell health insurance, Medicare, healthcare.gov. And you guys know most of everything. Except I am an engineer and a geek, and my avatar is Naked Iguana. It was my CB handle back in the day. And it just kind of moved forward as the technology moved.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm going to start with this. It's interesting that you asked for this question today. Guess what this is?
Is that from Russia?
It actually
Is it hand
belonged.
done?
I think it belonged to my grandma, and I usually wear it when it's cold, because that's what it's made of, is wool, partially.
Oh, nice.
Yes, okay, well, my name is Nadia Touch with Coaching by Nadia, and I'm a virtual health, life, and fitness coach. And today I'm going to talk about the fitness. And normally where I hear my clients saying, hey, I need to lose 20 pounds, I have my aches and pains, I know I need to work out, and I just don't want to do it, and I don't do it consistently, and I don't even know if I'm doing enough. So, I've been known for being fun. I don't know what type of fun maybe they refer to, but I think part of it, because I'm disciplined Russian with a sense of funny humor, and isn't it fun to be trained by a Russian accent trainer online? And one of the facts, well, some of you know, when we finish the workout, we count down in Russian, 10, 9, 8, and so forth. So you're going to learn a little bit of Russian when you train with me. And also what I'm known for is, how do I say it softly? I am
consistent with pleasantly persistent for you to be accountable to work out and what you will get out of it. In a month, I'm going to hear from you, Nadia. Kind of woke up looking forward to exercise. No, I'm not liking it, but I'm looking forward to it. Guess what's happening? The body, the mind are loving the result you're given in the workouts. Isn't it amazing? So please love your body through daily choices. So one of the facts, I actually have 3, but I'm going to share just one. No, 2, because that's related. One of them is related to fitness. I think I was about maybe 15 years old. So they took us all outside around the high school field, and it was, I believe, about 2K. So it's 1.4 miles, maybe less than that. I kind of fell down because I could not finish the run. And one of my schoolmates picked me up, and she literally almost carried me. I did not like fitness when I was a kid. But the second fact is we actually organized, I am thankful for, art exhibit here in Dallas for about 5 years. We had about 11 different countries, over 100 artworks by kids of different ages. We exhibited in Plano Library, Plano Shopping Mall, Galleria twice, even Gaylord Tech Center. So that was a beautiful, actually, project where I learned to be thankful for every single moment of my life. Not looking forward to something, or I will do or be happy when I learn to be happy with each breath. Thank you.
Morning, gang. Jerry with Seymour Automotive, downtown Plano, 14th and Municipal. I'll just give you something to think about. If you're driving your vehicle and you apply your brakes and you feel a vibration in your steering wheel or in your brake pedal, you probably have a problem with brake rotors. And you need to get it in and check it out, because at higher speeds it will be much, much worse, and it can be dangerous. So give us a call or come by and we'll check it for you and see what you got going on. Something about me, I love to fish. I've fished professionally before. Still fish in tournaments and stuff like that, won boats and things. And then I had 4 daughters, and I cut that down to a little bit of a minimum. So anyway, I love them all, and they kind of take care of them. We're all having Thanksgiving this Thursday. Hope all y'all, or next Thursday. And hope all y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Good morning. I think everyone pretty much knows me and what I do, what work and hosting and management. One of the things that I really enjoyed is like the luncheon this past Tuesday, Murphy Veterans Tribute. We put a production thing together for that group, and it's that's what I do for a living, but it's also a pleasure to be around people that honor the veterans and support that organization and those types of organizations. And for those of you that aren't aware of it, across the street down about 1,000 feet or so is where this is going to be. It's really going to be quite an amazing project, and they're raising money for it. I'm just kind of helping. But, and I enjoy doing those sorts of things. Tonight I'm filming an event out in Plano for a group of Collin County Public Men's Club. I just enjoy meeting people, and this is one thing. I was in a group yesterday, the Wiley Chamber Luncheon, the Wiley Networking, and one of the things that they mentioned is about consistency, being consistent. You know, when you do advertising, you don't want to do something for once or twice and expect it to be results. Just like Nadia's talking about the workout stuff. You know, you don't. Every day I do 100 push-ups and 100 squats, and I've done that for forever, and I hate it, but I do it. You know, your body gets used to it now, and just from everything. But you need to be consistent in your advertising project, whatever you might do. And being present at the meeting regularly, we developed some sort of a history of reliability, if nothing else. And people get used to seeing you, good, bad, or different. It's good to be there. And you talk about back in the dark ages I studied electrical engineering at college. You talk about Mark making relate to this. We were punching pirate cards. That's how we programmed the computer. Oh, Gene knows, yeah. Fortran. And you had a tray of cards here, and then your program, every step of your program was a separate card. And if ever the big, huge thing, if you ever drop one of those trays of cards, somebody would be crying. Because if one card got out of place, usually, unless it was a marked card, the program wouldn't work. But it was a lot of fun, and I've seen the evolvement of that program over the years. And I went to the University of Texas, Arlington, and back in the early 70s, one of the things that amazed me is I studied slide rule when I was in high school. I competed in slide rule contests, and I got to be pretty good. Got to a regional, got as far as regional. But I started at UTA in 71, and if you didn't know how to use a slide rule and you were in engineering, you had to take classes to learn. So, I got 4 years later, you could not even buy a slide rule on campus because the calculators would come out and take their place. And so that's really kind of amazing. Something that's been used for hundreds of years or thousands of years in some form or the other was replaced in 4 years by something that was significantly better, but it's just amazing how quickly that. So with that thought in mind, we do social media advertising. A few years ago, several years ago, Facebook didn't really exist. Think about Amazon. When Amazon started out, it was selling books, used books, and now it is. I ordered at 4:43, 2 days ago, I ordered a device I needed for my computer. I got that device that evening at 10 o'clock, before 10 o'clock at my office. 6 hours later, they had processed an order and had it delivered to me. Now, good, bad, and different about Amazon and the Big Brothers and all that stuff, that's amazing. That is flat amazing. So that in mind, think about this, what's going to happen 3 or 4 or 5 years from now? What's going to come out? When we were in college, you know, the internet did not exist. There was some interconnection between computer systems and military applications, but there was nothing like what we know today, what we know, how it works today. Think about what might be coming out in the next 5, 10 years, stuff that people haven't even thought about. Anyway, talking a lot. One of the things that I grew up in a Christian home, and we had music, and my mom and dad both played and stuff. So we had gospel singings back in those days. And my mom and dad had a piano and organ, so we kind of a local area for a meeting every Saturday evening. And so this guy came to town with 2 of these girls, and he said, man, these girls can sing good. So they brought them to the house. He transferred our town from Hobbs to Gulf Oil. And one of them was this cute little gal named Betty. And so we got to meet each other. So we kind of liked each other. So we dated for 5 years, and we've been married 51. But we met in the gospel singing. So and we sang together in some gospel groups, and it was a lot of fun. So I tried out for Chippendales, and that didn't work too good. God bless you guys. Happy things. Now, one of the things I did, I was filming an event for my daughter's school. They teach school out in Ross City. And these little kids are putting on a program about Thanksgiving, and it said, one of the things to be thankful of, I'm thankful to be me. And these kids are singing this song. That is neat, because the little kids, it's good to teach children their own value, because every person has a value, and they may not do the same. If everybody did the same thing, it wouldn't like to be boring. It's neat to have different, things that are different, and it was just neat to watch the little kids sing this story. I had all sorts of things, but one of the final things in each stanza was, I'm thankful to be me. So I'm thankful to be me, even though some of you may not like it.
Ho, 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 can you believe 5 weeks from Saturday is Christmas? As years go by, it seems to get here quicker, and quicker, I tell you. If you're like me, struggling for that ideal gift for somebody that seems to have everything, I can almost guarantee you they do not have anything like this single-room air purifier ideal for pet odor, clearing up, reducing pet odor significantly, or any other kind of odor, just about known to mankind. It has even been, this technology has even been very successful in eliminating skunk odor in less than 24 hours. That is amazing. And it cleans up the bacteria in the air at the same time. So it is an ideal solution. I also specialize in alkaline water, most of you know. So ideal to keep your body properly hydrated for optimum health, because it is your health that's your greatest wealth. As far as something unique about me that maybe most of you don't know, I don't know that I've shared this with anybody from the chamber. I've been a guest host on both radio and TV. Believe it or not. I'm not no superstar, okay? Before the pandemic started, the city of Murphy hosted a monthly crime watch meeting, which I was a regular attendee. One of the local TV stations was going to do a segment on crime watch. They called the city of Murphy, and they asked the city of Murphy, can I talk to a citizen about any kind of crime watch tips? And I got the phone call. The TV station, cameras, microphone, everything came rolling up to my driveway and did the interview with me outside in my driveway. That was kind of cool. How many of you remember the Saxby Coffee Shop used to be in Murphy? Saxby Coffee Shop. There was a guy, a motivational speaker, who had a radio program in that shop, and that's been maybe 7 or 8 years ago. I was able to do a guest spot promoting not only my business, but I promoted the chamber at that time on the radio. That was a cool thing. That's it. Okay, we have a very unique spotlight this morning. So Julie kind of arranged this, so maybe I'll let her kind of set this up as maybe what our expectations are with a demo, if you will. And I don't know how in the world this is going to be seen on Zoom.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe we can move it. No.
I can turn this camera. Or I can
Bring in our toys.
Oh, no, I can turn the camera around.
Hello, everybody on Zoom, everybody in here. I'm Kelly, this is Carson. We are with Workout Anytime Plano. Yay, thank you for having us, really appreciate it. So I'm gonna let Carson take over.
Awesome. So a lot of everybody knows that the holidays are coming. The average American gains 9 pounds during the holiday season, which makes a lot of sense because we're eating a lot, we're hanging out with our families, we're not really paying attention to our diet and healthy living. So this holiday season, we want to hold each other accountable. So right now, for all of the Murphy Chamber members, we're offering 2 free personal training sessions, 2 MX4 classes, and all upfront fees waived.
Whoa, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
$100 deal.
I know how much it costs.
Nadia, Nadia is who got my start with my career, so I owe a lot of where I am to this lady over here. We have our Staiku machine here today. This is one of the pieces of equipment that we use to get body circumference. We use it for body fat percentage, muscle mass, and it allows us to really track our progress as they're gaining, or if they're gaining muscle, if they're wanting to lose fat, whatever their goals may be. So I'm going to have Carson step up onto the Staiku here. So in true fashion, I was having a technical error. So we're just going to kind of go through the motions, and I'm going to give you a little bit of detail about how this machine works. So we have our client stand in this position, and it slowly spins her around, and it's going to take a lot of different measurements. Now these measurements are compared to 15,000 scans that have been taken over years with the DEXA program. That is one of the most efficient ways to calibrate body fat percentage. So Staiku is one of the leading machines right now for that option.
Now, first thing we like to check is body fat percentage. A lot of people don't really know what this means. It's the comparison between the fat in your body and the lean mass. So body fat percentage is going to differ between men and women. So this is a really good tool to make sure that we're hitting those right goals. You step onto the scale, you might have gained 2 pounds. And a lot of people start to freak out, they gain 2 pounds. But what if what you gained was muscle? The Psycho lets us know that. So it's a really great tool to kind of use into your workout. If you're not really, I don't know what my goals are, that's okay. Part of what we do in our success sessions is help you figure that out. Half of the people that come through my doors have no idea what they want. But it could be getting off of your medication. It could be fat loss. Maybe you're concerned about bone density as you age. Whatever the goals, we can help you achieve those goals. So, like Carson said, we do have 2 free training sessions for anybody from the Commerce that wants to come and join us. I think that's about it. Do y'all have any questions so far about the machine?
Is it a radiator?
No, it's actually an Xbox Connect. So there's no, it works off of the measurements. So it compares the waist to hip ratios. It'll compare the chest, a lot of different landmark areas on the body, and that's what is able to give the exact measurements. And it's down to 0.1 inch plus or minus for the exactness on that. So sometimes it's a little bit crazy, but it gives us a lot more information that we're able to really dive into those goals for people. Any other questions?
So how long does it take to do the scan, and what do you expect out of personal training sessions?
Good question. The scan takes about 5 minutes. Most of what we do is going to be diving into the information that we provide from the scan. From that, the training sessions, we really like to make sure we educate people. We don't want to work with them forever. We want to be able to arm them with the skill set that they need to be able to do it on their own and maintain that progress that they've worked so hard for. Any other questions?
Is there an app for you to view your progress or your measurements?
We actually email it to you. So every time you scan, we'll send that to you. And then when you do the progress scan, we'll also send your gains or losses to you. And we explain everything in detail, so when you're looking at that at home, you know exactly what you're looking at.
I use the machine, so I know this comment sometimes comes. I don't want to get undressed, but I kind of want to do the scan. I don't want you to be in the room. How do you address that?
Very good question. Lots of people have those concerns. So we do like to suggest tight clothes. My ideal is going to be down to like a halter top, maybe some yoga pants. A lot of guys choose to wear their shorts. That's fine as long as we can kind of make sure that we have those right thigh measurements. We actually step out the room. So you have complete privacy. It will do everything for you. So all you have to do is maintain that pose and it'll automatically stop for you. Any other questions? All right, perfect. Well, we do want to make sure that everyone has our cards, information. We'll pass those out to everybody. We'd love to come and see y'all. My name's Kelly again, and this is Carson. So thank you for having us today. Thank y'all.
Did you want anybody to scan today or not?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, very, very good. Well, obviously, like I said earlier, we will not be meeting next Thursday. Do we have anybody lined up for 2 weeks from today at all, spotlight-wise?
I don't think so. So in December, it'll be December 2nd.
So if anybody would like to have a 10-minute spotlight, see Julie so she can make arrangements to hope you to be available to do that, 2 weeks from today. Okay, let's move on to thank yous. And since it is Thanksgiving season, obviously, why not, we'll broaden the scope a little bit. Any kind of thank you you'd like to throw out there with anybody that you have done business with this year? That maybe I might see a lot of hands on that. Nadia?
Do I go?
Yes, you want to come on?
This year.
And I would say I'm going to add Nadia to that list as well. Anyway.
This year, Thank you. In fact, the air purifier is a great gift. I have 2 in my house. And if you would love to give it a clean house gift for Christmas, this is amazing. The price is just at the perfect range for a great Christmas gift. So Terry, thank you. I'm looking forward to have my car taken care of in the right way. Jean, always thank you, for everything. And Julie, not so much business, but thank you for collaboration around the chamber activities and everything. Jerome, again, not the business, but thank you for researching. When you train online, you have to have a special sound, so it's clear, and you can also speak and hear at the same time, so thank you for doing that research. Bobby, thank you for your trust. Thank you.
Very good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think Denise was a customer of mine this year as well, earlier in the year, I think, as well, but I didn't want to miss her out. Anybody else have any thank yous? Linda?
Yes. I want to thank Nadia for her business. And I want to give a shout out to Jean. Thank her for helping my husband with his insurance needs and also being totally honest and forthright with me. It's so good because it's such a mind-boggling thing, insurance, to me. And she laid it on the line, and I so appreciated her honesty and explanation. Thank you very much.
Very good, very good. Anybody else? Denise?
Yes, I definitely have enjoyed also the air purifiers, Marv, and I've had those for a minute, so I really appreciate that. And then also, Nadia was one of the ones that truly helped me on my health journey. And one of the things I didn't say was I was this last Monday I was on Channel 8, Good Morning Texas for Slum for Life, as a testimonial in person. So, but anyway, yeah, Nadia was a part of that journey to get me, I was losing the pounds, but, I had to pull everything back in. So, thank you, Nadia, for that and continued encouragement. She always is encouraging. Julie, you also are awesome and always encouraging, wanting better things for the chamber, and we always have really great conversations. So I always appreciate your candor and that you are always direct and trying for the best. So thanks everybody. I'm thankful for all of you. Have a very, very blessed Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Denise. Lee, you're next.
I want to thank the people who've used me for legal services. But especially, I want to thank everybody for your time and your friendship. I enjoy these meetings and the people involved in it. And thanks to Julie for all that she does, because I know she works hard. Thank you.
Well said, well said. Between what Denise said and Lee said, we all deserve to give Julie a big round of applause for all she did this year. Awesome job. Okay. Anybody else? Gene.
Okay. Anything you don't know about me is none of your business. I know a lot of things about a lot of you that's none of your business. But, so, one thing, you've seen Jerome, right? Doesn't he look 35 to you?
Yes.
Not even. He is absolutely what it's like, I wish I looked as young as he looks, but as far as tea goes, I like mine hot and black, none of that foo-foo green stuff for me. I'll drink it, but my tea is as good as coffee. And thank you, Nadia, for every day being there. And Mako, you have helped me so much in the past, not just with the actual print part, but the sales part. It's like, you don't have a call to action on this. Oh, you're right. It's just information when you put it that way. One thing I know about Lee that it's probably okay to tell you is she's part Indian. Yeah, but how do I know that? Because health insurance for Indians is different than for other people.
How about that?
Is she from
I had to
Long?
learn that.
That's Native American, not Indian.
Excuse
Keep
me.
it from being confused. And it's a small park.
But hey, it's different, right? Terry, I aired my tires, I got the light out, it has stayed out. Thank you for the peace of mind. I appreciate that. I do have a membership, and yes, and I've never been there because the pandemic hit right after that. And so I look forward to coming back, and thank you, Bobby. Yes, we were in the era where you coded on stone tablets, and of course Julie and Mark. I love the air freshener. You are correct. It works great because I have cats.
Yeah, I know, I've seen them on you.
Yeah.
Ah, very good. Nadia, you have something
What
else?
about the screen? I think people in the room are not on the screen. Can I just come out and finish my thank you? Otherwise it feels like I'm not. Linda, I'm so sorry. You're just you're always so fast. You always have options. I finally got my writing pants with my logo, and it's just kids coming from school. You've got your pants, can I have? And just grab the dozen and take it. Thank you for a fast and affordable, in fact, service. Mako, the same thing. You were so fast, so immediately clean with your services, everything you offer, and the cards are the best quality I've ever had. Denise, I'm gonna cry if I talk too long about you, but thank you for everything you are, for yourself, for your family, for us, for myself. You're an inspiration of everything you've gone through, all the challenges, and look at you. You're up, you're standing, you're looking up, and making a difference for all of us and our health. So thank you. Okay. Now I forget.
I want to throw one out for Echo. Okay.
I want to say one thing, Denise, you mentioned you were a superstar again, because I think you've been featured a couple times. People love to have you.
It's crazy.
Send me the information, send me the link, and I know a few of you have also been featured. We have a member in the news section on our website, so I really like to keep that fresh with whether you were featured in the paper, you know, an article, or whether it's an interview, and I know other people enjoy seeing that because we're a membership organization, we're a family, and people want to see your success and what you're doing. So even if it's a personal level and not always related to your business, people want to know. I know Marv's been featured several times for all his community service he's done in this community. He's been in the paper several times. We've even featured him. So it's just nice to know what else Marv is doing. You know he does the chamber, you know about his business, but do you know all the other things? So if anyone has anything, member in the news, I have that portion that I like to keep current. And then I just want to say I appreciate all of you. It's one of my favorite things is, and I'm glad Marv did this today, getting to know the personal side of each of you. And I love talking to you about your journey, how you got into your business or your line of work, what brought you to that, and all the personal experiences that brought you, you know, to that place. So I just enjoyed that. That's one of my favorite parts. And just to see the personal side of a business owner, you know, a lot of times people don't get to do that. They just go into the business, make a transaction, and walk out. But I get to see the other side of that business owner, and I love it. So happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate all of you, and have a great week. And remember, we won't be here next Thursday, but we'll see you in December.
And don't forget, we're all going to Julie's house for Thanksgiving. I look forward to seeing everybody there.
Yeah.
Very funny.
That's what I was going to thank Mako for, is his entertainment. He is always the entertainer. So thank you, Mako, for the smiles and for the joy that you bring. Thank you for that.
Yeah, congratulations for lightening up the meeting for sure. Well, we're right up against the top of the hour, so it's been a great meeting, great interchange, great to get to know so many of you in a different sort of way. That's obviously been very, very good. So at any rate, nobody's going to kick us out of here at 9 o'clock. I don't know how much longer Jim and I want to leave the Zoom up, but feel free to interact and stick around and know each other better and see everybody in 2 weeks, if not sooner.
Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. Likewise, yes. Friends, and enjoy family. Are you having fish head soup, mackerel instead of turkey?
Spam.
Spam, oh, that's right.
No turkey this year, spam.
Is it at least shaped in a turkey?
Yes, it comes with cranberry sauce.
Good.
You like it, it's pretty good.
Did you say you're stuffing the spam in the turkey? No, spam is his turkey. You can make like a turducken, except it would be like a spam.
I got a recipe for using a Ninja Foodie in the air fryer. You should try it.
Oh, well. We want pictures, Rebecca, we want pictures. Before and after. Yeah, like this. No, it's salmon turkey. Salmon, that's it. Have a great week, have a happy Thanksgiving. Love you all.
Call me, Lee, call me.
I will, I'll call you right away.
Yeah.
My wife needs
Okay, I'll give you a call right now.
mentioned it to her. She's like, yeah, I was like,
This thing is normal.
Well, I mean, the reason.
I mean,
Well, there's a little gap.